Sure. All right, friends, good morning and welcome to yet another awesome session of Mindful Living. Our session today is dedicated to reading stories from the book Beyond Limits, Stories That Inspire, uh, authored by me last year. And one of the reasons I compiled these stories together was to share the powerful transformations stories bring about in our lives. They're easy to remember and they reach out to our subconscious mind directly, impacting our lives and changing the course of our trajectory. So these are the stories that I have compiled in the book. 42 of them are the ones that inspired me in my life. And so what I have shared in the books is the story and how it played out in my life. And I realized that these stories can play out differently in different people's lives. Hence, I didn't share any moral of the story, but ended it with some questions for reflection. So that is how the format of the story is. And what I would request you to pick on is any one number between 1 and 42, and I'll read that story for you. Hello, good morning, Anandita. Good morning,
Good morning,
Shivank.
sir.
Shivank, 11. All right. Interesting. Let's see which one is 11. 11 is blessings in disguise. Interesting. And all right. After that, we will read 5. It starts with a quote. Extraordinary leaders find meaning in and learn from the most negative events. Like phoenixes rising from the ashes, they emerge from adversity stronger, more confident in themselves and their purpose, and more committed to their work. This quote is by Warren Bennis and Robert Holmes, and I got it from Crucibles of Leadership in Harvard Business Review, the article published there. In the kingdom of Ayodhya, there lived a prince named Ram, revered for his valor, wisdom, and benevolence. As the eldest son of King Dashrath, Ram was the rightful heir to the throne. His life seemed destined for greatness until the actions of his stepmother, Queen Keikei, cast a shadow over his fate. Keikei, once a beloved and supportive wife to Dashrath, became the pivot around which the story of Ram's exile revolved. Instigated by the manipulative words of Manthara, whom she regarded as mother, Keikei's love for Ram turned into jealousy and fear for her son Bharat's future. Manthra's whispers sowed seeds of insecurity, convincing Keikei that Bharat's chances of ascending to the throne would vanish if Ram were crowned king. Keikei, recalling the two boons King Dashrath had promised her long ago for saving his life, seized the opportunity to secure her son's future. She approached the king, demanding her boons, the coronation of Bharat and the exile of Ram to the forest of for 14 years. Stricken by grief but bound by his word, King Dashrath had no choice but to comply. Ram, upon hearing his father's plight, accepted his fate with grace. He exhibited remarkable equanimity and mindfulness, embodying the virtues of dharma even in the face of apparent injustice. Ram did not complain or show resentment towards Kekai. Instead, he viewed the situation as a chance to fulfill his duty and uphold his father's honor. His composure and positive outlook turned his banishment into a testament of his strength and virtue. Accompanied by his devoted wife Sita and loyal brother Lakshman, Ram departed from Ayodhya, leaving behind a grieving populace. In the forest, Ram faced numerous trials and adversities, but remained steadfast in his principles. He protected sages from demons, established just and fair practices, and continued to serve humanity, embodying the values of an ideal leader even in exile. Kekai's act, initially perceived as malevolent, eventually revealed deeper truths. The exile allowed Ram to demonstrate his extraordinary qualities, win the hearts of those beyond his kingdom, and prepare for the greater battles that lay ahead, including his confrontation with the demon king Ravan. This period of trial and tribulation fortified Ram's legacy as a hero whose journey transcended generations. And at the end of 14 years, he came back and was coronated as the king. The moral of Ram's exile illustrates a profound truth. What appears detrimental can ultimately lead to greater good. In life, adversities often harbor hidden blessings. This principle is echoed by the fact that many people reflecting on past misfortunes acknowledge that these events contributed positively to their personal growth. Today, Ram is venerated not only as a king, but as a symbol of virtue and resilience. Ram's equanimity and focus on righteousness, despite Kekai's actions, serve as a timeless reminder that true leadership and heroism lie in one's ability to rise above adversity and remain committed to the greater good. His legacy, cherished for thousands of years, exemplifies the enduring power of virtue, resilience, and the belief that every challenge can be transformed into an opportunity for greatness. So that's a story that we are familiar with. And often I hear in my coaching sessions, executives who are derailed by the challenges that come their way. And often I remind them about this story, about from the Ramayana, from the life of Ram, and how he remained equanimous in the face of most difficult times, most difficult challenges, and came out a winner. Now I would like to share with you how this played out in my own life, how I navigated life's challenges. Many successful individuals share a common thread in their journeys, a challenging 7 to 14-year period that tests their resolve and shapes their character. It is often said that such phases are inevitable, and how we navigate them defines who we become. In my own life, this period spanned from 1994 to 2006. These years were marked by numerous challenges that tested my patience, resilience, and determination. Yet they also became a time of profound growth and self-discovery. The key to overcoming such phases lies in maintaining equanimity, summoning the courage to confront adversity head on, and holding on to the belief that you will emerge victorious. These years of struggle are not just about surviving, they are about thriving, learning, and ultimately becoming stronger. In the corporate world, we often encounter periods where the odds seem unsurmountable. But by recognizing these phases as opportunities for growth, we can navigate them with grace and emerge with newfound strength and wisdom. I will pause here to hear your comments or questions. Or maybe if you can, there are some questions for reflection also. So maybe you can share a number between 1 to 5 and we will pick up that question. There is there is something more also. Identifying the key characters in your story. That is something very interesting. Who in your life represents Dashrath, the one who seems to hold all the power but may still be powerless? Who plays the role of Kekai, the one who unexpectedly takes away the position you worked so hard for? These are characters who may be there in our lives. Can you identify them? Who is Mantra, the person whose influence unexpectedly alters your path? And who are your Sita and Lakshmi, the loyal ones who stand by you through thick and thin? In such moments, the emotions are overwhelming. Humiliation, anger, frustration. But beyond these feelings, what choices are available to you? How will you decide your next course of action? Reflect on your values. How do they guide you in navigating such unexpected turns? Will your bitterness consume you, or will you rise above it, showing resilience and strength? How do you deal with the unexpected and the uncertainty that life often throws your way? Consider this. Did Ram emerge stronger after 14 years of exile? Do you know someone who has gone through a rough patch only to come out stronger on the other side? Adversity tests us, but does it make us stronger or weaker? And in those difficult times, who is your guiding force? Your guru, your coach, who helps you navigate the wilderness of challenges. As corporate professionals, the way we handle setbacks often defines our journey more than our successes. Reflect on your story, the questions, and decide how you will write your next chapter. So that brings us to the end of the story, and I'll be happy to hear your questions and comments, how this resonated with you.
सर दोनों ही महाभारत और Ramayana mein, um, the main starting point was probably the love for the kids. That is the basis where these everything started.
Yeah,
So maybe holding on to something which you think is very precious, but finally you
yeah,
lose upon that.
correct. Love or attachment, Shivank?
G.
Ah.
Attachment, yes. It's not love, it is attachment. Yes, definitely, definitely true.
Correct, correct. That's
You are thinking for the benefit of somebody else, but somebody else is thinking of something else.
Hmm, hmm,
So yes, the attachment is the accurate word.
hmm. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that, Shivank. Interesting.